Hi there, this is Renee. It has been a very long time since I have been on a YouTube live event. So I'm here by myself. There's nobody else to banter back and forth and to be able to have fun with. I wanted to post something that has truly touched my soul, touched my heart, and I wanted to share it with you. So I have a little story, and it begins with when I was younger, I never really listened to speakers much. I guess I wasn't really ready. It was a shocking moment in time that hit me pretty hard about 9 years ago. Then I started making some changes. Several months later, I had come across a recording of a speaker, Les Brown, that someone had kindly provided to me. Thanks, Vick Strizheus. I must have listened to that recording. Live full, die empty. Well over 100 times in that probably like a 3-4 month time period. I don't know what, it possessed me. Every time Les spoke, he touched my soul, touched my heart, made me feel things that I was struggling to be able to understand and accept. I know it. Later, I began to listen to some of his other material, and there was usually a little piece of it that was in every single one, whether it was Live Full, Die Empty, or one of his other ones. And every time, he got me. Now, I was able to, I found out that he did live presentations still, because I'm not even sure how old the Live Full, Die Empty video is, but I just know that I saw in, I think it was in the newspaper at the time. Who reads newspapers anymore? My kids taught me out of getting the newspaper, so I just find out through other means what's going on. But I saw in the newspaper that he was going to be speaking at one of these success venture type of events that's like an all-day event. And so by the end of the day, you're like totally exhausted. But he came on larger than life, big. And I didn't realize that he was so funny. I mean, because I didn't really quite get that funniness in the Live Full, Die Empty video for whatever reason. But live, he was amazing. I can't believe I got to see him live, and I was feeling totally blessed. Then I got to see him live again when I was in Hawaii. Thanks again, Vic, who had brought Les on to talk to us. There are maybe 200 of us in the room, and so it felt very personal and very specific to why we were there, and it was amazing. Again, he made us laugh, and he told stories. I love the idea of becoming a good storyteller. I think I need to practice on that a lot. Don't you agree? But anyways, I was there in Hawaii, and then I saw him again live, and again in Orlando. So all I can do is say thank you, because I was not even expecting this, because I know that Les Brown is having some physical challenges, health challenges, and he had mentioned that he wasn't going to be doing a whole lot of traveling in the next year or two, because he needed to focus on his health and healing his body, and he still wanted to be able to enjoy his children and his grandchildren. And I had wanted to go see him in Florida this month, but I wasn't able to. It just didn't happen. So lo and behold, out of the blue, I got a personal invite to be able to see him speak live again. And I feel so blessed. I want to say thank you to Adam Carey and his organization for reaching out to me and inviting me as his guest to be able to go. I'm amazed. I'm so excited. I just can hardly handle myself. So, and I even shook Les's hands once, and I'm hoping to be able to do it again. Anyways, the reason why, I'm not really 100% sure the reason why, because Les did have some challenges growing up, and he called himself the dumb twin for many years. He was born on the floor of a crack house. Mine is not quite that type of story, but I wanted to share this with you just to let you know that it's possible to put your past behind you, that you can turn energies of fear or whatever kind of energy that you're holding on to that's stopping you from moving forward, that you can let it go, that you can transform it into a higher energy of love and above, to where you can help serve others. And I really feel like a lot of that is what Les did. And I'm so very thankful that he forged that journey for himself, because it helped forge the journey for me. So forgive me, I jotted this down because I didn't want to forget it. And so I'm going to read it. And so I just wanted to let you know what it is, because just over 7 years ago, it was last December, very tough month to lose someone. My brother, due to him being bipolar, died. I was devastated. He was not only my brother, he was my best friend. He reached out and touched people with music ministry to be able to help feed and raise funds or in food and clothing to be able to help people in need. A beautiful mind, a beautiful mind. But bipolar took his life. And then when we were children, my brother and I were very close. We were only a year and 12 days apart. And we made it through a very difficult childhood. And that was because my mother was a paranoid schizophrenic. And so it was very dangerous for us, but we made it through it. So I really thought that we were becoming home free. And when my dad died, I heard a little voice inside my head, write a book. And I thought, okay. So I started trying to write, and I couldn't find my voice, my message. I really couldn't figure it out. So I put it on the back burner. And a couple of years later, I thought, you know what? I made it. We're doing okay. My kids are growing up. They get a little bit of challenge here and there, but that's children for you, right? Anyways, I got this call out of the blue from my brother, and the next thing I know, later that week, he was gone. I spent many an hour crying. I'm trying to keep my composure now, because I really feel like I've worked on healing myself, listening to Les, listening to other motivational speakers and inspiration, and doing a lot of meditation, a lot of mirror work. Thank you, Louise Hay. I didn't know who she was at the time. I had heard this from somebody else. So I learned about mirror work and loving myself, and that the world loves me. And I was going through a difficult marriage. So that was just another challenge on top of what else was already going on. So the story, or the strongest message that I can give to you, is that it doesn't matter what's happened to you in your past. You have specific gifts, talents, abilities that, combined with your past experiences, you can make a world of difference, whether it be for one person, 5, 100, 1,000, a million. You are unique and special in your own way, and you have got this. So listening to Les helped give me steam to start taking those steps. And he taught me something else as I was going through the healing journey. It took me 9 years to get over it, and to recover enough to where I'm able to talk about it without crying my eyeballs out, without having to have nightmares all the time. I got this. And I'm thankful for the people who helped me along the way. A chat here or with a friend, a coaching moment from another, and messages and so forth and so on. It's tied everything together for me. And I'm thankful. Oh, and I should mention Forbes Riley. She helped me as well, just this last summer, to help me realize that I had recovered from my childhood, and that I had managed to put the fear behind me, to release that PTSD from childhood so that I don't have to let it scare me anymore. Now, she does say something that, she said that last week, I think, and she said, stop being so small. I guess I still have a little bit of that in me, but it's time to make a change. I discovered that I do have a story to tell, that I do have a message, and I didn't know that for the longest time because I was still grappling with everything going on in my mind, and you have to let it out, let it go, let it go. So I wanted to let you know that it's important that you let it go, and that when you need help, reach out. Reach out. Ask for help. And if you just can't talk about it, like I couldn't, I mean, I really, really couldn't, without totally falling to pieces for the longest time, then begin listening. Start your journey by beginning to listen to other people who touch your heart, who touch your soul, who's overcome challenges that others that you might be challenged with, or something similar, because it will help you. And as you heal, you'll begin to learn that you have a story to tell, that you are unique and special. And I say that a lot, unique and special, because when I was in 9th grade, I had my geometry teacher, and she used to be a nun, and she always celebrated every student's uniqueness, their talents, their difference from one another, to let us know that we're okay. And I struggled to understand that I was okay, but now I do. I understand. I appreciate. I am grateful for everything that I've come across, every experience, because it's turned me into the person that I am, just as your experiences mixed with your everything makes you who you are. And what kind of impact can you make for yourself, for your family, for yourself, or for others? I just wanted to share that with you. I know that past events are here, happen because they're meant to be used as lessons for a later life, to be able to help others. So with this in mind, This is why I did this live video. I hope you can appreciate it. I hope it helps serve you in some way. I really would appreciate some likes and shares and subscribe, because I do plan on putting out a lot more videos, people who've impacted me and what that means, maybe some more stories, because I certainly have to work on the stories and being much more lively, because I want to keep your attention. I want you to be able to laugh with me, to be able to go, to be shocked, to be in awe, or to have that aha moment. So I just wanted to share this with you. And if you're looking for a certified high performance coach, I am certified, and I would be happy to help you level up for finding your better self and to be able to make an impact on your life, your family, and your business and others. So I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you so much. And you can feel free to contact me on Facebook at Renee.RBO Success. Namaste. Thank you so much for listening.